conversation before. But I want to talk to you about that. Not Charleston White.
I don't feel like they don't really.
You don't think Asian people as a whole fuck with black people? Why do you feel like
they
that?
don't? Because it's just in the actions. It's in I honestly I see they like making money off of black people. They know that.
Let's talk about that
money.
All right.
They know they.
So you saying, all right? So from the actions, right?
I was just having this conversation with one of my boys the other day. I was saying, you go to KFC, anything that's black service, you see Asians got their hand in the air. Nail shops, they know bitches like getting their nails done. All the Asians own all the nail shops. They know black people like fried chicken. All Asians own all the fried chicken. Louisiana, you go to Louisiana, it's an Asian owner and it's a Mexican back there cooking it. Like, bro, like, you don't see no Asians coming to buy black. Like, you ain't gonna see no Asians at the Jamaican spot buying no jerk chicken. Like, you just don't see that, like, really, like. But you gonna see all the blacks lined up to go get some fried chicken from the Asian, but you ain't gonna see none of the Asians lined up to go get none of that jerk chicken from the blacks. Then, you know what I mean? You don't see that, like, so I see it, but honestly, I'm just a nigga that wasn't raised off of that racist shit. I wasn't raised for racism. Like, it wasn't. I got a mama that was married to a Japanese man and that was married to a white man, and like, you know what I mean? So I personally, I wasn't raised like that, but I do see this discrimination.
All right, so now listen.
Racism.
All right, so check this out, right, Boskoe? I'm not gonna say that you're not right. You 100% right. You're right. But now listen. But here's the thing. There are generations. We're talking about a different type of generation, I think, right? Because you got the Asian people that just came from wherever they came from, China, Japan, Korea, wherever, right? So you got the older people that came from a different land. There's no black people where they was at. You know what I mean? They didn't know the culture. They didn't grow up with black people. They didn't see black people. They don't know the culture. They don't know how you guys talk. Because a lot of it is the opposite from our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk to a Chinese person straight from China, their culture is the complete opposite from your culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a cultural difference. You know what I mean? So when these when these Asian people came from different countries and opening stores, of course, they not gonna really jack because they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But now you got the next generation, people like us that's been growing up in America, that's been like, you know, we went to school with black people. We done, you know what I'm saying? Like different shit like that. We've been exposed to the black culture, so we have a more of an understanding with the black culture. And I feel like that's changing though. Just because that happened in the 80s and 90s doesn't mean it's the same thing right now. You understand what I'm saying? And most of those people in those stores are people straight from the different countries and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like that, but that's who getting the money. Like, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, as a whole, see, you gotta think, you a people, you speaking for the people. So as a whole, the people wasn't raised around niggas and wasn't raised in the shit. So they not gonna like us, bro. So they don't like us as a whole.
It's just that it's a different cultural thing. Like, it's like, how many I've spoken to mad black people and they say, yo, we could go in a Chinese restaurant, they'd give us credit, they'd do this, they'd do that, boom, 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 boom. Like, they looked out for my mother. So it's a difference. Like, it's not all Chinese people, it's not all Asian people, but we have to understand that there's a difference in cultural, like, just because culture has a lot to do with it. Because you might come in and I might do something and you might think it's disrespectful, but to me, it's not disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because point example, right? You might say, yo, Ling, let me get some chicken. It's not disrespectful to you because in your culture, you joke like that. You guys joke, and it's not. No, but what I'm saying is a lot of people would. In the culture, a lot of people would. And then a Chinese person would never say that. A Chinese person would never say, hey, Jamal, let me get some chicken or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You would never do that. You know what I mean? But it's a cultural difference because Asian people don't joke like we don't do that. But more Asian.
Yeah, and that's where it is. But see, the thing is, it's a problem because we still dealing with racism in 2023 when we allowing a whole nother gender. We'll allow the culture or the people allow a whole nother gender to make their way, but won't let another race just be their race, bro. And that's the problem, bro.
I just, you know what, bro? I just know, I know that it's just like, it's what we got, like the issue between black and Asian people is not really a big issue. It's not really that big of an issue. It's just cultural differences. And there was a language barrier, like a lot of Asian people barrier, there's a cultural barrier, and nobody ever took the opportunity to really, huh?
It's an attitude thing, though, bro. It's the way they treat you, the way they automatically look at you like when you come in the store, you automatically the suspect. It's like, just because I got a hoodie, got long hair, like, bro, I could have a pocket full of money. But just because you dealt with a few bum black niggas earlier today, you feel like, oh, this nigga walking in here coming up. And that's be the thing. Like me, I come in the store with a pocket full of money, I got a pocket full of bread. But you already looking at me a certain way because I'm black.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you and your family right now, your wife, your mother, everybody, y'all pick up and y'all go to China. You can hear me? You can hear me? Let's say y'all pick up, y'all move to China right now. Let's say the first day you go to China, a Chinese person picks a fight with your wife, right? Like, yo, fuck you, boom, boom, boom. Then when you go to your house, outside your house, you know what I mean? You see somebody getting shot or something crazy shit going on, right? And then when you go to the store the next day, somebody's looking, or your automatic perception is gonna be a certain way, correct? You're gonna be like, yo, Chinese people is such and such and such and such, right? So now you can't change the perception of your mother. Your mother's probably gonna be like, man, these people are crazy. These people are this. These people, but there's a whole nother storyline that we not looking at. There's a whole cultural difference that we not looking at, that we not paying attention to, that y'all not paying attention to. But because of those first interactions, you gonna feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And when you come back to America, you gonna be like this. But that's not all the people. That's not everybody. So if you opened up a store and a Chinese person came,
that's how it is. But that's how it is with blacks and whites. It's like that with every race, bro. Every race, even though we wasn't raised to be racist, you're still gonna have a little racism in you because that's the way the world works. Everybody wants to see their people win. Like if you're a certain people, it's like being part of a football team. Like everybody who's a Raiders fan or who's a Cowboys fan or a 49ers fan, they all want to see their team win. It's no different with the races, bro. Everybody want to see their team win. You're a part of the Chinese, Asian team. You want to see them win, bro. Like we a part of everybody want to see their team win. But the thing is, we're not enemies. The culture makes us enemies, bro. We're not enemies. Like it's the culture and the upbringing that makes us be enemies. We're not enemies. All of us want to see our team win.
But
everybody wants to see their team win, bro. But that's what makes it. But it's like we don't have to be enemies to be competitive, though. You can be enemies and still have respect for an enemy. You can still be competitive. You can still be competitive.
Yo, let me tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you this. When I go into Chinese restaurants, bro, they give me disrespect, bro. They look at me different. Like I swear to God, me and you can go to an Asian restaurant tomorrow. I'll come pick you up. We could go to a spot. They won't know who the fuck I am. Just let me walk in there by myself. I guarantee you, they gonna be like, they not gonna treat me right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they not treat me right, but they gonna give me a little attitude. They not gonna. No, not even with you. Let me go in there by myself. I'll put the camera on. I bet you it's not like they're gonna be disrespectful, but they gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be looking at, because it's that attitude.
Hey, I'm glad you said that though. I'm glad you said that because on the real, I was just telling another nigga the other day.
Right.
Bro, when I go into Jamaican restaurants, they always got an attitude. Always they got a badass attitude, and I'm black.
They don't know
if
you're Jamaican or not. They don't know if you're not Jamaican.
got an attitude. They got bad attitude. I say that all the time. Like, even me being black, going to black restaurants, they still got an attitude. Like, bro, Jamaican restaurants, always badass attitude, bad service. Good food, great food.
This is what I'm
Badass
saying.
attitude,
So
bad
are they
service.
racist?
But
Are they like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But are they, do they hate black people? They don't know if you're Jamaican or not, but it's a part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? And just like,
you know what it is? Is blacks don't like blacks though. Nobody likes blacks. Like, that's the thing. Like, we're like, being a black man, you gotta understand, like, we already raised and taught and showed that every other race is our enemy, bro. Like we go to jail, the Mexicans is all the minorities hate us. Like, the minorities don't like, we're all the Asians, the blacks, the Hispanics, the fucking others, we all minorities, bro. But we all don't really like each other. Like, we all get looked at the same way by the white man. We all looked at in the same way, but we all don't get along. Like, it's in prison, we've never had a race riot with the white boys. Like, it's always like some shit with the Mexicans, or the Mexicans against the Asians, and the white boys sit back and play the port. Like, bro, bro, it's all meant for us to kill each other.
hold on. You just said that it's never a war between the blacks and the whites. It's always the Mexicans and the blacks and the Asians and
all the minorities against each other. Against the others, the blacks against the others, the blacks and it's always the minority. We hardly ever get, if you know that you've been to prison, so you a nigga that know, like, bro, we hardly, how often times did y'all get into it with the white boys? We don't get into it with the white, we don't get into it, we don't get into it with the woods like that.
and that's some real shit right there, bro.
Oh God. It's just the truth. It's the truth shit. Because if you a nigga that been there and know, I've been to prison. I've been to prison 4 times, bro. Like, nigga, I know the system. I see how I've been through riots, all this shit, bro. Race riots, I've been through all that shit, bro. It was never within the Samoans and it's never with the white boys, bro. The white boys is always sitting back watching us maim and murder each other. Like, they get to sit back and watch, like. But they always got their hand in it some kind of way. But they always sit back and watch. When we go to war with each other and we get to fucking each other up and fucking off our own like, what happened when the blacks and Asians go to war? We get locked down and the white boys still get to come out to yours, bro. Right? Right? You know that, like, we get, like, the blacks get locked. If the blacks and the Asians get a riot, bam, we go head up, bam. Nigga, we all locked down. The whites still gonna have yard in about 2-3 days. They still gonna go to yard. They still gonna have fun. All this shit, bro. They sit back and watch this shit, bro. It's all meant for us minorities to fucking. You don't ever see the white boys going at war against. There's no white boy group against the white boy group. Like, if they fucking they people up, it's because they serving they people. Like, it's never them against them. Like you notice that it's never them against them. They don't never go to war against each other. Like, bro, it's either even, you know, they got the skinheads and they got the AB. They got the Aryan Brotherhood. The skinheads kind of try to have their own identity, you know, or the sharps. You got the sharps, but they don't, like, in prison. That shit don't hold no weight, bro. In prison, it's only white, black, Mexican, other. That's it, bro. It ain't no other shit, bro. You either white, black, Mexican, other. You either blood, Crip, Southsider, or AB, like, or Northsider, or you're a Northaniel, bro. That's all it is, bro. So, nigga, all the shit that I set up, all the whole politics, the way the politics is set up, it's only for us to clash against each other and hate each other and let them sit back and watch. Black people don't never kill white people, bro. Asians don't never kill white people. You don't never hear about no Asian. Oh, Asian went on a rampage and killed a bunch of white people. We don't do that, bro. It's always them that do that to us. So it's not us that's the enemy, bro. They're really they really the ones that they hate us all. But the crazy part, they hate all of us the same, but we all desire to be appreciated by them, bro. They hate us all the same, but all of us desire to be appreciated the same, and that's where we go wrong at, bro. That's the wrong. I see it.
That's some real shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because at the end of the day, look, you know, I don't know if you, I mean, I'm sure you know, but Chinese been here since the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get right. We
All been here,
and
we
you know,
all
Chinese,
built this. Black, Asian,
right?
Indian built this country, bro. The whites stepped back, watched us, but blacks, whites, Asians, we built this country. The Asians, they say the blacks built this country. We did off our slavery, but the Asians was just the biggest part of the railroads.
Right. It was both of
like,
us.
bro,
It was the black and the Asians building the railroads. You know what I'm saying? So now, yes, the white people, the people in charge, they gave Asians more. You know, they gave Asians more. But what do they do in prison? Let me ask you a question, right? In prison, they give.
In prison, Asians get less because y'all the minority in prison. Y'all like in prison, we all minorities, but in prison, the Asians and others are always the least. There's always a lot of Mexicans.
I don't know if y'all have it over there, but in New York, we have some shit called honor block. We got some shit called that certain prisoners get more get more they just get more privileges than the other people. You know what I'm saying? So they'll put these people whoever they are, they'll give them more privileges, but they still prisoners at the end of the day. You know.
Somebody in your comments said Asians ain't built shit. They did, bro. Like the railroads wouldn't have been built. It wouldn't have been completed without the Asians. The Asians, like, bro, the Asians ain't built shit. Bro, the Asians fucking got most of the fucking technology that we use. All the shit that y'all niggas love to buy. The Asians make it. This shit made in, how much shit do y'all buy that say made in China, made in Taiwan, made in Thailand? Like, bro, how much shit, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, bro, these niggas be, you gotta pin these niggas, bro. Pin these niggas, like, bro, what do you mean the Asians ain't built shit? The Asians did. America is for sale, bro. When do y'all niggas gonna realize that America is for sale? I hate to be the nigga that preach. I don't like to preach, bro. Like, I don't like to feel like I'm preaching. Like, I didn't make my platform. Like, bro, America is for sale, bro. The Asians got a big part. Why you think they act how they act? Why the fuck you think they fucking, like, got so, they hand in so much shit? Because they figured America out, nigga. This shit was built by, it was built by us niggas, though. Niggas built America. But what about the Indians and the fucking Asians? The Asians came over here. That nigga, we didn't build them train tracks, the railroads and shit. We didn't build that shit by ourselves, bro. The Asians helped with a lot of that shit, bro. China being cheap labor. We not the only slaves. We just was the only known slave. The Asians were slaves too, bro.
I mean,
them niggas was
look.
they enslaved.
They had the Chinese Exclusion Act because the white people was so mad that the Chinese was coming here taking all the jobs. They put a whole law to exclude all Chinese people. We got rounded up, we got killed, we got hung, we got all that, bro. Like this is right here.
These niggas don't be wanting to look at facts, bro. I'm not a fucking mythical nigga, bro. I look at facts. I'm a factual nigga. I'm not a mythical nigga, bro. Fuck the myths and fucking like, bro. The Asians built, they helped, they were slaves too, nigga. Like they wasn't slaves how we were slaves. The Asians, they still slaves to this day. All the Chinatown and Queens working in the massage parlors and shit.
Listen,
they still slaves.
You know what the difference between Chinese and black people are in this country? Is that black people were forced here. Black people were forced here, forced on the boats. And y'all was stripped of your language. Y'all was stripped of your culture. Y'all wasn't allowed to speak your language. You wasn't allowed to practice your religion or cultures. So that stripped you of your DNA. When the Chinese people came, we were tricked here. We wasn't forced here. We were tricked here. They said, hey, anybody that wants gold, like America has gold on the streets, you could come and be rich in a year. All the Chinese people jumped on the boats and started coming over here. And when they got here, it was totally different. They weren't slaves. They were indentured.
still came here and did way better than they did in their own country, bro. They realized it was way better here. Like, you could get money here. Like, you could really come here and build something and get some money here. They realized that.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo, man, Sko, I appreciate your conversation, bro. That's why I wanted you in here, because I know you definitely feel like Asian people don't, you know, for the most part, don't like black people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that feel like that, you know what I mean? But I just want people.
But at the same time, I feel that, nigga, the white man look at all of us the same. He don't like none of us, and we don't like each other. That's why we can't win, like, bro. But the Asians is winning because y'all are smart. Y'all smart and y'all got cheap labor.
Have our culture.
Like, that's
we
the
still
key
have our
thing
culture.
going. Yeah, y'all
Right.
still got y'all culture. Black people, we ain't got
yo.
no culture. Our culture, America.
But
our
look at this. Look at this.
When
When you look at cultures, who's the two oldest cultures on this planet? Come on,
Blacks
man.
and Asians.
Come on,
Blacks
man.
and Asians.
Appreciate you coming on here and doing this preaching shit early on this day. Usually don't do this, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate
I'm good.
it.
But shit, I'm gonna hit